Hey, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about color actually. It's something that does come up quite a bit in my readings, especially when talking about the chakras. And for anyone who doesn't know, chakra is basically the Sanskrit word for wheel in English. And so it kind of represents what are referred to as like energy points or energy centers throughout our body. Humans have them, animals have them. And ideally, all 7 of the major chakras will be open and active so that your energy can really flow easily and you'll just be very balanced and not anxious. um, so I have a couple of different ways that in my readings that I tend to, mention and talk about them. I always love referencing my little chakra wand here, which does have, again, the 7 major chakras reflected. So starting with the base or root chakra, which is also known as the Muladhara in Sanskrit, and again, this is definitely the most important chakra for anyone just getting into this stuff, because again, if this one is not open, active, flowing, it kind of messes up all the rest of the chakras in your body. So, ensuring that you are feeling grounded and that you're getting plenty of, red in your life is a great way to work with that. Black actually can be a good color as well to kind of substitute, and especially when it comes to crystals. But yeah, so that's a really important one to start with. The sacral chakra, which is represented by the color orange, and that's known as the Svadhisthana chakra in Sanskrit. And that's a really important one, especially I've found for, feminine, energies, because it's the water chakra, first of all. And it really represents someone's ability to kind of give in a lot of ways, being very nurturing. So lots of healers and, people who menstruate, people who have children, if they are pregnant, because that chakra is also associated with reproductive organs and such. If they have, an underactive sacral chakra, that can really bring them down, bring them into depression, low self-esteem, stuff like that. And, orange is generally a very aggressive color. There's a lot of people who are not super into it. So, and it's not readily seen in many places. So that's definitely an important one to work on, activating healing. From there, you have the solar plexus or the Manipura chakra, and that's represented by the color yellow, another color that tends to, either be very repulsive to some people or, it is either way a very aggressive color. So because of that, again, a lot of people don't have a lot of yellow in their homes, or they don't like to wear the color yellow. So it's really important to, again, either work with yellow crystals or eat lots of yellow foods to kind of compensate for that lack. And again, that's a really important one for going after your goals, staying motivated, confidence, all that stuff. So that's really good to know about that one. The Anahata chakra, that's the heart chakra, heart space, really associated with love. That's a big one that comes up. And again, also giving and receiving. People who have issues with money and abundance, it's usually due to, underactive heart chakra energy. So again, color green, pink actually is really good for that. Being in nature, just anywhere where there's lots of high vibrational green energy around you, gardens, right? And then from there, you have the throat chakra, and that's known as Vishuddha chakra in Sanskrit. Color blue, most people generally like blue. It's a pretty popular color. And, again, definitely a lot more frequently occurring in many people's homes and spaces. Sky is blue if you're lucky and you don't have pollution, right? But sodalite is a really good stone for balancing that energy out. And again, you always want to be sure, is it overactive or underactive? It could be either, and just depending, you adjust accordingly. The third eye, that's the Ajna chakra, and that's located kind of right over your forehead area. And that one, again, really good for kind of balancing out some overactive thinking and leading more with your intuition, stuff like that. And I would say the third eye and the crown chakra, Sahasrara chakra in Sanskrit are very kind of interlinked. And again, many people who do, spiritual work or healing will be really activating those chakras. So it's really important for us, for those people, to find ways to make sure that we check that energy and not have it be overactive. Because again, overactive crown, third eye energy can be just as harmful sometimes as underactive, I would say, but just different results, from either state. But yeah, like I said, it's a good visual, just thinking about, okay, what colors am I getting more of, less of? How do I adjust accordingly? I also really love using my Prism Oracle deck in my readings. This is made by Chronicle Books, and it just has a lot of really great colors. And people who tend to get more of one color will definitely that'll come through all the time. It happens all the time in the readings that I give, where people get like all green cards or all orange cards. And so when that happens, it's just such a clear-cut way of knowing, okay, that's a really good color for you to wear, work with, incorporate more into your routine, whatever. And then another deck I really love using that's quite colorful is my Pride Tarot deck. This is manufactured by US Game Systems, and there's one card in the deck that I really love too. This is for their rainbow spread, is what it's called. And so it has like some nice words. It has like sunlight over the yellow and nature over the green. So again, just kind of doing that mental check of like, did I go out in the sun today, or did I spend some time in the grass, whatever. It just really helps get you in that mind frame of thinking of what you're getting enough of, what you need to compensate for. Like I said, I think clothing is such a great place to start with incorporating more color into your routine, especially for pajamas. I mean, I don't think many people think too much about like the colors that they wear or whatever, but and even your bed sheets, right, or your blankets, stuff like that. If you can just get a really nice color that kind of maybe compensates for a color you're not getting in your workday. If you have to wear a uniform every day, that's the same color. Or if you go to an office and it's, all one color or something like that. Because I really just think the more, tie-dye we can have, rainbows, all that stuff is honestly really healthy, and just can energetically really assist you. As I said, if you're living in a city or somewhere where there's a lot of concrete, a lot of blacks and whites and grays, neutrals everywhere, because I will say it's like we know that, after we leave childhood and become adults, life gets pretty boring in a lot of ways. We aren't wearing bright, bold colors very often. Adults tend to play it a lot safer when it comes to color, but I think it's really unfortunate. I think a lot more color would really make life a lot, better for many people. So yeah, I just wanted to put out some initial thoughts around all that. Would definitely love to know if anyone has any thoughts, opinions, and of course what your favorite color is. But yeah, thanks for watching.